Hi guys, my name is Emanang. Welcome to Hangout Cafe, and today we're going to talk about the role of youth towards gender equality. And I think to understand gender equality, we have to first understand gender equity, which is the fairness of treatment for all genders according to their respective needs. Now, this treatment may be the same or may be different, but considered equivalent in terms of rights, benefits, and opportunities. For example, me, as tall as I am, if I could be able to reach a fruit on a tree and the person next to me is unable to because they're shorter, equity dictates that we give them a stool that will elevate them to be the same height as me and thus be able to reach the fruit. On the other hand, gender equality is the ease of access to resources, like I just explained in my example. I think suffice to say that equity leads to equality. So why does discrimination exist? It's because of differences in gender, as is so relevant to today's topic, differences in geographic location, in religion, what we believe in culture, how we do things. But you see, when all genders are entitled to equal opportunities, this increases their chances of economic independence and consequently their country's development. This is to say that countries with less disparity in gender are actually much more progressed. Now today, more than half the world's population is under 30, and that's a lot. So I think today's generation offers so much hope and concrete tools for rewriting this worn out, age-old gender narratives. And therefore, we as youth, the very future, need to do our part to impact this change. In our families, in our homes, in our friendships, in our schools, in our workplaces, and in our societies. Here's how we're going to do it. Number one, by rising as political stars. Now, when young people are in positions of power, they're able to have a say in matters affecting the youth as decision makers, as opposed to now being in the back seat as beneficiaries of this say decisions. Now, while they're here, they will spark national debates that will help reverse some discriminatory laws, change the status quo. They can even mobilize resources to help educate us, empower us, and thus they'll just open wider the doors towards this change. Number two, we can dispel myths and misconceptions about modern contraception. This can also be done by educating yourself. Go on Google, learn these things, teach other people, speak out about them. It's the only way. Abolishing gender norms and roles, because I think that by now we all realize that there is no job that is at the specific reserve of a gender. We can all do everything. Everybody can do everything. So I think this will do a lot towards dismantling all these discriminatory attitudes towards different genders and towards gender equality. We can also activate through art. A lot of young people right now are artists, which I love, and I feel like art is a global language which transcends so many boundaries, and it can be used as a tool to spark dialogue. How do we do this? We can infuse campaigns into our creativity, thereby giving meaning and impacting people through our various art forms. We have makeup, dancing, theater, poetry, writing, makeup, I already say that, among so many other things. Like, put meaning into your art, so that when I see your art, I learn something from it. There's a takeaway. It's not only beautiful, but it also educates me. Spreading the power of knowledge. Like I said earlier, knowledge is such a powerful tool, and in this age of technology, social media plays a big role in our day-to-day life. Great tool for communication as well as entertainment. And on the social media platforms, we all have an audience, no matter how small it is. And I think we should use these platforms as much as to entertain ourselves, but to also educate other people, to sensitize, to mobilize each other on matters affecting us, and hence just enable ourselves to be able to make better, well-informed decisions regarding the matters that affect us, you know. We can also turning the tide. Like I said earlier, half the world's population right now is under 30, is young. And given our numbers, when we come together for a cause, we can effect so much change. And we can do this by holding peaceful demonstrations, by registering to vote and showing up to vote, because that one vote of yours can make such a huge difference. By also signing petitions. I've been seeing so many petitions are going around and we're signing them, and I hope you can actually see the change that it is causing. Sorry. We can also show up to youth meetings which are held by the local government and air our views, tell them what we need so that they can be able to serve us better as our legislators. Last but not least, advocating. And there's so much societal stigma against survivors of rape, survivors of gender-based violence and other such animosities. And I think that we can advocate for these people. We can come together and create a safe space for them to, number one, be able to speak out, because society has created this false mindset that, especially for men, sadly, that when you speak out, it's a sign of weakness, when it really is not. It takes a lot of courage to step up and speak about your trauma. And as much as we create, we try to create this safe space for them, we should also support them emotionally, mentally, financially. We should also give them so much respect. We should allow them to continue with their lives. I think advocating is a big part of this. And also the less privileged, we can also advocate for them by donating. I've seen so many pads drives these days to be able to provide sanitary towels for young girls. Do something with the little you have. Do something, make an impact. So through these ways I've mentioned and other ways, we can be able to change the culture permanently and make gender discrimination a thing of the past, because it really is so old. I mean, it's 2020, guys. We can do better, and together we can build a society that affords equal enjoyment of everybody, of socially valued goods, of opportunities, of resources and rewards. Now the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and you should take that step today. Thank you so much for watching. You can get the full write-up on this on our blog, Hangout Cafe. And remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, with your family, with your church, so that everybody is able to be educated, to learn, and help us on this journey towards gender equality.